Now we got that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream webinar. Just to let you know before we get started with the show, we are live on YouTube. That's where you're probably watching us. And we have a chat box there on the right side of your screen. Hello, everyone. So you can go ahead and leave us a question, a comment, whatever. We will talk with you live during the webinar. No matter what I'm saying, no matter what I'm doing, we'll stop what we're doing and we'll come and answer your question, speak with you, address your comment, whatever it is. That's what the webinars are for. The webinars are for us as a company, Stream, who created Stream Studio, to speak with you guys and really, see what you guys are using the product for, what questions you might have, concerns. And so, I'm going to be going through the product today, but I really want to take time to stop and answer any questions you guys have. If you don't want those questions answered live, if they're longer form questions, or you just don't really want to do it over the live stream, you can always send us an email at studio@stream.com. And I'll throw that in the chat as well, studio@stream.com. Send us an email, like I said, longer question, whatever, and we'll answer your questions there. We have a support team that's available 24/7 to answer your questions. So, once again, we're very committed to this product. We want it to be successful. It already is. People are using it a lot. But we love to hear from people because sometimes we get stuck in our developer bubble and we, get consumed with our own ideas and everything. And we forget to sometimes look back at the end user and see what you guys are using it for and what changes maybe you guys would like to see. So that's why we're here. But we're also here to tell you guys the ultimate guide to a successful podcast from your browser. So I'll start with a quick story. I have a friend of mine who used to do a podcast, and it was really good, and I would listen to it to, not only to encourage him, but I actually enjoyed his show. And he didn't have very many people listening to it, maybe including me. There was about 5 people listening to his show, but I started to really like it. And recently he stopped doing his show, and I called him the other day and I said, hey man, how come you're not doing your podcast anymore? And he's like, oh, dude, you have no idea how much work it was. He's like, we had to record the show, and then I would have to edit it, and then I would have to post it, and sometimes I'd have to bring in audio clips, and then people told me to start doing videos, so then I had to record myself. And he's like, you know what? It was just too much work. It was too much work. And that's really too bad. When you have somebody who's got talent, right, who knows what they're doing with a podcast, and they stop because it's too much work, first of all, don't quit because there's Stream Studio. There's easy ways to do it. You can do a successful podcast from your browser. So you better believe that I sent him the Stream Studio link, and we got him set up with Stream Studio. Now he loves it. He loves it. He called me the other day. He said, nobody's doing what you guys are doing with Stream Studio. And I said, I know. Everybody seems to want to make it more complicated. We're the only ones who say, hey, why don't we make it easier for people to create content? It's hard enough out there for content creators. The other reason why we're doing the podcast today is for somebody who maybe has a great idea for a podcast or a show. They don't really know how to do it. Well, we're going to give you today the ultimate guide to a successful podcast from your browser. Now, notice that we are doing a multi-camera setup today, right? Today, we're doing 2 cameras, a 2-shot. And look how good that looks. I want everybody who's watching today who's using Stream Studio, next time you make any sort of production, find another phone, find another tablet, find your friend's phone, your girlfriend's phone, your mom's phone, whatever. Go get another device and make a multi-camera production. It just changes the game for everybody. It changes the game. It just makes you look so much better, and it just looks so much better compared to what other people are doing. They say everybody has a podcast these days. Well, not everybody has a professional-looking multi-camera production. That not everybody has. Let me move there so you can see my beautiful sign in the back, which lets us know that we're live on air. All right, so we're going to go through a little bit of the features today. If anybody has any questions, like I said, just jump in. Looks like we have Bogdan who's listening to us, so thank you for being here. Feel free to jump in. So the first thing that you're going to see on your right side of the menu is everything that you need to have a successful podcast. You have your backgrounds, you have your options for your camera, you have your intro, outro feature, your lower thirds, your logos. So this is all the stuff that you can do before you go live. You can sort of get an idea of what your show is going to be. So let's say my show is a podcast and we are talking about, let's say, politics. It's a political podcast, for example, right? So I might want to, in the show, first of all, tell you guys who I am. So the first thing I'm going to do when I go live with my show is I'm going to give myself a lower third. So I'm going to go up to my name. I'm going to put my name in, Liam Fabre. And let's just say he is the content expert, right? And this right here, we have our studio cam. So you can see us in the studio. Now let's throw in those lower thirds. So there we go. So first, right off the bat, we have our lower thirds for my show. So now I'm ready to go. Now everybody knows who I am. I can start my show. Maybe I want to decide, since I have two cameras, I want to have a two-camera layout. So let's see what the layouts are. We have these A/B connections here. That one looks pretty cool. Full screen graphics, both of us. But I kind of like having the background in the back. I kind of like that one. What else do we have? We have this one. No, that hides my face. That won't work. This one here. Well, we only have two cameras. We don't have three. So let's go with the two-camera setup. That one is not great either because the studio cam is kind of small in the corner. Not crazy about that one. Let's do this one right here. How does that look, everybody? That looks the best, right? That's why I chose it to begin with. So there we go. So now we have the A/B options. Now backgrounds. So now backgrounds can be the background image that you see here, but it could also be a full screen image. If there was an image I wanted to show during my program, I could import it here and I could use the background feature to make it full screen. So that's a tool. Don't forget that. The backgrounds are not just for backgrounds. They're also for full screen graphics. Because watch, if I remove both of my cameras, you now see the background full screen. So if I wanted to show an image of something, let's say a graph, I was trying to show voter trends or a political poster or something, I would be able to do that by just removing both cameras. Any upcoming features? Yeah, we're going to go through our what's it called? The roadmap. We're going to go through the roadmap in the last 10 minutes of the show, just to let you guys know the upcoming features. So feel free to stick around or, just watch this video on demand. Just go to the last 10 minutes. We're going to go through our roadmap. We're going to talk about all of the features that are coming for Stream Studio and the timeline for those features when they are coming. So we're working on a lot of things. There's also a really big thing we're working on with Stream Studio, which I can't tell you what it is. I know that's not nice for me to say that, but one of the perks of working here is that you get to see behind the curtain. There's a big thing coming for Stream Studio, a big change, and I'm not allowed to say what it is. It's not even in the roadmap.
Come on, just say it.
I can't. No, I'm not going to say it. I can't say it.
Just say it.
I'm not allowed.
No.
Mark is trying to get me fired. I signed an NDA. I can't say what it is.
A little taste. Let's see what happens.
Let me just say this, okay? If you bought through AppSumo and you have a lifetime subscription to Stream Studio, you scored, baby. You're safe. You're in. Because that deal is not going to be on AppSumo for very much longer. We're taking it off AppSumo. Live to Social is going to stay there because Live to Social just recently was put on AppSumo. But Stream Studio is coming off, I want to say, like in the next couple of days or weeks or something like that. I mean, I don't even think it's weeks. I think it's days. Some people are saying weeks. Some people are saying days. But I think it's probably looking like days. I think it's probably days. But anyway, so yeah. But if you bought with AppSumo, you have the lifetime deal. You scored because there is a huge feature coming for Stream Studio. We're really going to reinvent the wheel with this one. It's going to be pretty cool, but I can't say what it is. But we are going to go through the roadmap, which is, smaller things that we're adding to the platform. Then we are going to tell you about some features. Just for example, off the top of my head, video podcasting is replacing radio. You've probably heard that. But some people aren't on that train yet. Some people are not using the video element. Some people are still just trying to do audio podcasts with Stream Studio. And they want the ability to download just an MP3 file when they're done with their show. They don't want the video element. Great, I have a lifetime license and tier 2. Well, you are set, Mr. VoiceOver Radio TV. You are going to be privy to all of the amazing features that we're going to be coming out with. So just stay tuned for those. But we have some exciting things coming for Stream Studio. But yeah, so some people don't want to do the video element. They just want to download the audio version. So that we're coming out with. What is another one? People want the ability to schedule live events with Stream Studio, kind of like you can do with with YouTube, right? If you want to do YouTube Live, you can schedule that live. With Stream Studio, at this point right now, you can only go live. You can't schedule a live. So that's something that we've heard from people they really want to be able to do. So we're going to add that. We're actually going to add that. That's another feature. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. We are going to get to that roadmap in the next 9 minutes. So like I said, you can stick around for that, or you can return and watch the video on demand and go watch the end of it later on. But first, we need to get to some more features that we have currently in Stream Studio. You know, that's the thing, is that you can make a product like Stream Studio with all of these features, and people are just going to want more. People always want more features, and I don't blame them. It's fun to have nice, good features.
You got to make the product better always. You can't be stagnant.
And we are. We're always innovating. We're always innovating. You know, just the makeup of our team for Stream Studio, more than half of our team is working on new features. And the rest are working on support and that sort of thing. But we're always looking towards the future because, you know, when you have the greatest technology in the game, when you have the latest technology in the game, that's never something that is just going to, you're never going to be the greatest for the next 10 years. You always need to be innovating, right? When you're on top, you know, it's not a safe place to be. And that's something that applies for everything in life. When you make it to the top, you have to understand that there's always going to be sharks around you that are coming for you, right? And we very much understand that at Stream. We know that when you're on top, when you have the latest technology, there's always sharks that are trying to get ahead of you. And you always got to be innovating. Some people, they work so hard to get to the top, and once they make it there, they just put their feet up and they start relaxing because they think, hey, I made it. Well, that's not going to last you very much longer. So you always have to be innovating, and we are. And like I said, we'll get to those features in 8 minutes. So yeah, the background feature, the AB option, it would be great if you add an animated logo feature. Oh, that's interesting. Well, what if you uploaded a GIF to the logo feature? Would that make it animated? Probably, right?
I can't say for sure if GIFs are supported on the logo feature.
I think it's just PNGs, right?
Yeah.
Let's click on that. What does it say? Logo. Oh, well, let me click on it.
Here, click on the ad.
This?
No, on the
Click on
the crosshair over here.
Oh,
Let's see. It might tell you. No, it doesn't tell you the file type. I'm pretty sure it's just at this moment PNGs, but that is a great idea, and we will send it over to our dev team
that
see
is
what
a
they
good
do.
idea. That is a good idea. You know what,
Yeah.
Mark? Can you send that over to the dev team
Yeah,
right
I'll
right
write
away?
it up right now.
Okay, do that right now, just so we don't forget, because that's a great idea. Yeah, an animated logo, maybe a spinning logo or something where the words move at the bottom. Mark is sending it off right now. The dev team probably doesn't like us because we always come up with ideas, and they're the ones who actually have to implement them. Would be awesome if you guys could do green screen, remove background. Yeah, that is coming. That is one of the things that's in the roadmap. Should I just go to the roadmap? Seems like everybody wants to know what's coming.
Sure, let's do it.
I was told to do it in the last 10 minutes, but I think people want to hear from it now. That is something that's coming. Virtual backgrounds. It's not only going to be green screen, it's going to be even greater than that. Okay, here we go. The competition do a lousy job replacing background. I agree. And that's why we want to do it. You know, we have sort of our brand on the line here, and we don't want to do it where it looks really pixelated around you and all that stuff. We want to do it right. So we are working on that. Roadmap, Stream Studio. All right, let's look at this together. Developer roadmap. Trello. Is this it? Find template. Stream Studio. Am I doing the right thing here, Mark? How do I find this roadmap? Whoops. Stream Studio roadmap. I have the link somewhere. Stream Studio roadmap, Trello. I have it somewhere. Where do I have this link? Bought FineCam and I was about today and refunded. Keep you guys, you rock. Hey, appreciate that, Buzz International. I'd love the AB option redesign because a few are not exactly like they are in the pictures, for example, with A and 3 guests. Yeah, I know. I actually know exactly what you're saying. Here, let me just try to do, I'm doing 17 things at the same time here. So let me just try. Here we go, the roadmap. Okay. Is everybody able to see this or no? Full screen. Well, let's go back to this one. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. I said I would read the chat, so let's do that. Okay. Bought FineCam on AppSumo today and refunded. Yeah, we've heard of them. I can't say anything about them. I can only say that we're great. I can't say anything about anybody else. But good luck to everybody else who's making platforms. They're doing their thing. I'd love the A/B options redesigned because a few are not exactly like they are in the pictures. For example, with A and 3 guests. Yeah, we are redesigning how we're going to do the A/B combination and the change because sometimes when you're trying to switch between 2 guests. You would rather have the A be on one side of the screen and you'd rather have the B person be on the other side. But then when you solo them and you make them full screen, it's not the right person that you wanted to full screen. So that A/B combination switching is a little bit tricky. And so we are working on making that more user-friendly and easier because that is the goal of our platform, to make it the most user-friendly multi-camera switcher on the market. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. That's what we're here for. What's the difference between Live to Social and Stream Studio? Live to Social is a mobile app. It's for mobile, right? So you're gonna find that on your mobile device or on your iPad or on your Android or on your tablet. That is an actual app in the App Store or on Google Play, and it's got different features. So it just depends what you want. Also, it would be great if the customer on tier 1 and 2 have the option to send the invitation link without the brand in the link and have the option to brand it. Yeah, look, Stream Studio is not a white label, streaming platform, right? Stream Studio is Stream Studio. So we're just not there with the product yet. I can't share our future plans. I can just tell you that that's not where we are right now. Okay, let's go to the roadmap. So quarter 3 of 2022, we're bringing you HD video. So right now, we're pushing 720 on live. We're going to be bringing you 1080 HD. The chat with audience is going to be improved. That looks like there's a typo in the audience word there. We're going to improve the tablet experience as well. If you'd like to use Stream Studio on a tablet, right now it's a little bit janky. We're going to improve that. We're going to make it look really good for you. We're going to create more how-to videos. We get a lot of questions about a lot of things on Stream Studio. If you send us an email, we will meet with you and we will figure it out very easily. But we think it's a little bit easier if we just make a video and show you how to do it. And that way it saves everybody the hassle of having to do an email and send us and everything. But if you do send us an email, we're happy to meet with you. We're not going to send you away because we don't have a how-to video. Is it supported by green screen? Not yet. Not yet. That is coming. Add tickers. We're going to add more ticker features. Okay, quarter 4, A/B option upgrade. We're going to, like I said, we're going to fix that whole A/B option. Bogdan, you mentioned that earlier, so I said that we're fixing that, and we are. We're going to introduce polls. If you're doing a live stream and you want to engage with your audience, ask them questions. Hey, what does everybody think about this? What does everybody, you're going to be able to send out polls in real time and have that data, that information come back to Stream Studio. Trivia options. We're going to give trivia options. You're going to be able to do trivia with your audience, not just a poll, but some trivia questions, some fun games. There's going to be sounds. There's going to be effects. I've already seen what it looks like. It looks really good. Any update on the HLS issue, Bud? Well, Bud, I have it. I think you're the one who emailed us directly at Stream Studio. So I'll just answer you personally there. Add font size. Right now, you can't control your font size. We're going to be controlling that. Quarter 1 of 2023, that's where the big news is coming. That's what I mentioned a little bit earlier. We're going to integrate with Twitter. We're going to do live stream integration, increase the number of guests. Right now, we're at about 8. Some people want more. We're going to be doing that. And record audio only. I mentioned that earlier, too. Some people don't want to do a video podcast. I don't know why. Because I don't know how you're going to post clips to TikTok, Instagram. I don't know how you're going to grow your channel if you're not doing video. But if you want to only do audio, we're going to give you the option to download just an MP3 file. So that is what the roadmap looks like. Buzz International, call to action, ? What does that mean?
I think it means like an ability to do a call to action, like subscribe, like and subscribe, kind of.
Oh, banners like that? Yeah. So we're going to be adding more banners and those kinds of features right now. If you go to Live to Social, the other platform that we have, basically what we're doing there, we're going to be bringing to Stream Studio, because on Live to Social, we have all of those banners the subscribe, the notification bell, that kind of stuff. So we're going to be bringing that to Stream Studio as well. It's not in the roadmap, but those are features that we're working on. We're not going to laundry list every tiny issue that we're going to bring in. And like we've just recently brought in some updates like the tickers and stuff like that. Those weren't in the roadmap. So we are still working on things that aren't necessarily in the roadmap.
So everyone's asking about green screen. So I have a little workaround for you, folks. If you can do an OBS and virtual cam into Stream Studio, your main camera can be virtual cammed from OBS. So in OBS, you can actually use your computer to do the processing for the green screen, and then just bring it over into Studio as your camera. So that's a quick workaround. If you really want to do the green screen, you can do that.
Something we can embed a link in. Yeah, that's a good idea too. A link for the subscribe that you would click. I don't know if that's something we're working on. That seems something we can embed a link in. How about live stream to TikTok, Twitter, and IG platforms? Yeah, Twitter, like I said, that's in the roadmap. That's coming. IG,
it's not happening.
I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Instagram is it's just too complicated. Instagram doesn't want other platforms to live stream to Instagram. They want you to go directly through Instagram Live, which I don't understand, because if you've ever done Instagram Live, you know how garbage it is. It's pixelated. It looks like trash.
Even though they're owned by Meta, they don't like anyone using their streaming APIs. So it was something we always wanted to do. We tried to do it for Live to Social, but every time we thought that we had it, they would pull the rug and change something. So Instagram is just not going to happen. You're going to have to use a workaround called the Yellow Duck. That is the only way to stream to Instagram with a third-party app.
Yeah. So Google Yellow Duck, and they'll tell you how to do it. There's a workaround. It's a little bit of an extra step, but it's not, unfortunately, going to be directly through Live to Social. TikTok, a bit of the same thing. TikTok, when you download something on Stream Studio, when you go into your recorded broadcast library, there's an option that lets you upload it to TikTok. But as for live streaming to TikTok, it's a bit of the same issue as Instagram. Support GIF as animation logo. I don't believe so. I think it has to be PNG.
Yeah, I already sent the email to the dev team
Yeah.
about that, and hopefully maybe in the future that will be a option for our users.
Yeah, we got an idea. Who gave us that idea? Was that
Yeah, who gave the idea so we can give you a round of applause?
somebody gave us that idea to have, if you could add an animated logo, voiceover TV radio, voiceover radio TV. Good job. You gave us the idea. We've already sent the email to our dev team to support GIF so we can have animated logos, which is an easy workaround. Instead of putting in a whole animation feature, just allowing GIFs would be nice. All right, so we're about 7 minutes out, ladies and gentlemen, before we're going to have to leave each other. Reminder that today is me. There you go. Yeah, we heard you. We gave you the round of applause. Voiceover TV. Congratulations. You were the one. That was a very good idea, and we're going to use it. Landscape. So you can also do portrait mode. That's what it looks like in portrait mode. Let's switch the background to something else. So if you are making content that you want to post on TikTok or Instagram, as you know, after the fact, not necessarily live unless you're using the Yellow Duck, this is where you can make it. You can make everything in the portrait mode feature, and it's all going to look really nice for you like this. Let's throw in an A/B combination like that. Support overlay graphics. Yeah, okay, so there are overlay graphics already available. You have the ticker feature, you have the lower thirds, and we are going to be adding more. We have a lot of overlay graphics in Live to Social. If you want to be putting more graphics on your screen, that right now is the platform that you're going to want to use. But we are going to be adding more to Stream Studio. But just go look at what we're doing in Live to Social. It's unbelievable. So that's where most of it is going on. But you can come look at it on Stream Studio soon when we start adding those in. How about adding the local time? Oh, that's a good idea too. Having a timer up in the corner kind of thing, the local time of the show. I like that too. Mark, can we send that to the dev team?
I will write them up right now.
Voiceover, you keep giving work to Mark. He's not too happy about it. But he's writing it as we speak. So, good man. We're going to get on that. Yeah, any more ideas for us? How about adding the local time? I like that, the local time. See, like right now, for example, I would rather have the A be on the left side and the B on the B. So there, now I have to go click on A and I have to switch this to B. So that is a little bit less user friendly. So that is what we're fixing when we talk about.
I find it easiest if you have guests and you want to solo them as they talk, just use the remove ad feature. It'll keep their name on the lower thirds,
Right.
and you'll be able to full screen them.
Exactly.
Like that. So that's kind of the workaround I've found for that. But we are working because I use this too, and I realize that's something that's a point of contention for our users, and I've come to that conclusion myself. So we're working to fix that.
Right. Overlay PNG photo. If you want to have a photo over the whole screen, you just use the background feature. Find an image that you want to use full screen, upload it by hitting this plus button, and then just remove your cameras, and it'll show the screen full screen. Right. So if I remove myself, it's now showing the background full screen. So that's the workaround I would do with that. Let's add this back in, and let's add this back in. Let's make that A, and let's make this B. Add an ending countdown. Yeah, that's good too. Sort of like for the show. Last 5 minutes, that would make people tune in longer because they're like, oh, there's only 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. I might as well listen. That's a good idea too. What else can I show you guys? Well, we do have these intro outros, which you can play. We could hit one of those. All sounds great. Maybe a countdown timer with different times to set. Yeah, that's what VoiceOver was just saying. I think that's a good idea. A countdown timer is not a bad idea. Local time or countdown timer or both. I think the more graphics you have on your screen, the better it sort of looks. As a general rule, you want lots of things going on. If you look at how the pros are doing it, if you look at how the big networks, Fox, CNN, whatever, I don't know, which TV networks you guys watch, but they have a lot of stuff going on screen. They have a ticker at the bottom, which is why we added the moving ticker. Like let's just say this and hello everyone, thank you for watching. So, and then we can make it smaller too if we want to make it look more like the TV. You can just do small, But yeah, TV has a lot of that stuff. And, they have a lot going on screen, and that seems to work pretty well for them because it sort of catches the person's attention. Support local record. Yeah, of course. You hit go live. Give yourself a title, a description, a name. Local recording is always going to be selected. So it's always going to be recording on the Stream Studio cloud. So it's not going to save on your computer. It's going to save on our cloud. Afterwards, you can download it, right? But you can also live stream to Facebook, live stream to a profile or a page, YouTube, Twitch, RTMP. These are all supported as well. Might be a premium feature, but I'd love the option to download the full streams from all participants for editing, kind of like Riverside or Zencaster. Would be easier to cut down social videos. Yeah, so right now, that's something that we're talking about as well. Right now, it saves as one file. The idea that we have with that and the reason why we did it that way is because we want you, by cutting between people while you're live, we want that to be the editing process, right? We'd like to brand ourselves and advertise that there is no post-production required with Stream Studio. You're switching in real time while you're live, and when you're done, you close your computer and you're done. That's the idea with it. It's a different approach than those websites, and what we've been discussing and what I think we're going to end up going with is offering both of those options, just so that you get to choose what you want to do. But as for right now, the idea is you switch in real time while you're live, and that way afterwards you're done, and you don't have to edit anymore. So these are all of the features of Stream Studio. There's a lot of them. If you're confused about them, you can send us an email, studio@stream. We threw that in the chat. You can go find it and copy and paste it and send us an email. You can watch the tutorials. There's a lot of great videos. You can go on YouTube. There's a lot of people who have done videos about Stream Studio and done reviews and talk about it. So you can watch those. You can watch some of our webinars, our past webinars. We do them every 2 weeks. Next webinar is going to be Live to Social. This one was Stream Studio. So if you heard me talking about Live to Social and you had some questions, we are going to be talking about that on the next webinar. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Mark, and we'll see you on the next one.